Smell great. You smell great.
No, no. I don't usually use the mic. I took too many theater classes to use the mic. It would be all down the drain. Okay, the first piece I'll be doing for you guys today is called Outside of My Screen Door. I said it at the DSC function that was last year, and everybody liked it a lot, so I figured I would do it again. I like it. And as I stood there, looking out of my screen door, I watched in the middle of the street the past, present, and future extinguished, while an expertise team of healthcare officials, firemen, police officers, and the coroner, tried very little to bar none to revive a life that had just begun. To revive a life that had just begun. And as I stood there imagining, I heard a voice in the distance saying, "Baby, only God knows the day and the hour. All we can be sure of is that He's got the power. The Alpha and Omega, He the one that decided to take them. So go ahead and let that child meet its maker." As I look up through tree limbs at a pale sun, I see a life that had just begun. I see a life that had just begun. And I see spirits too. Ghosts of bodies, hosts that's crowded, watching the scene just as I do. Reaching out their hands, just trying to get through. And they all suffer a similar fate. Standing at a standstill, at a stalemate. Just running from hell just so they could touch heaven's gate. And I wish that I could take those burdens off their back and make up for the things that they lack, because I saw you when you cried. When that boy or that girl couldn't seem to see that by your side is where they needed to be, and I viewed how you glued yourself to that niche, how you scraped and hustled every inch to feed that fix, to satisfy that niche. And now your parents are looking at you wondering what signs did they miss. And I saw how hard you worked, sizing up them shoes and folding them shirts, saving up every penny that you owned, just so they can call you and tell you you don't have to pay off one, but 2 more college loans. And I saw you when you thought you were going to go crazy because you realized your period hadn't come lately, and you stated all the ifs, ands, buts, and maybes, only to find out that you will be giving birth to a premature baby. And maybe it'll be okay if your man comes through. But how many times has he looked into your eyes and said, "How could I love that baby if I don't need to love you?" God, I wish I could do something for you, because at the whole time that you're doing this, you're screaming and you're yelling, "Somebody please understand me." And I promise I'll never tell you that your problems are too petty. God, I wish I could save them all. Those who dream monuments like the Taj Mahal, those who wrote decrees over pyramid walls, hell, those who wrote decrees on bathroom stalls of, "I was here. I was here. I was here." And now they are simply a collapse in time, just a motivation for another sad rhyme. And I realized that I am only one, and there is no way that I could take on the troubles of every mother, daughter, and son. So I decided to stop hiding behind the screen door, and as I walked out to the street, I saw familiar faces hovered over a white sheet. And I gave in to my undeniable fate. I told myself, go ahead and rest. There's no reason to wait. All I ask from you all is that you remember the date. 1986, October 13th. Remember me. I died by the curbside under a pale sun. The meaning of a life that had just begun. I said the meaning of a life that had just begun. Who knew I would suffer such a fate just because I decided to walk home from school today?